is. Sir, how many of you would like to listen to an automated voice?
But it calls, I mean, from a personal point of view, fantastic.
Yes, sir. I'm talking to you. You can take live. You cannot on and on. And no matter what you will do, what you will
And I get it.
You get what you want.
You are a direct, right? He is an advertiser. So you are a consumer. You have every right to do it.
Veena, I think somebody called me by name Veena.
Very first time I did that. I hate everything. I don't mean my everything.
Yeah.
The next day I go home.
Yeah, you got to remember.
After I get
These are reports which she got again. But I think this is very important. How do I get it?
It is. So then you why you need mobile password. No, I was just telling him that the Jamboree campaign, I thought was a successful campaign, but actually, in what they were wanting to achieve, because they were wanting to achieve people come in and register
No, register. It's never like registration. It was like for us the motive was at least ask से आप लोग सिर्फ not just Bollywood at all, you start thinking about even
Working in engineering college, professors and assistant professors in engineering colleges who have documented some study based on GPS technology or whatever geographical systems you are using to deploy that particular. Nothing comes out of action research. Now I think it's a question of bandwidth. If you are actually doing some sort of work like what Jamboree is doing, who has the bandwidth to document it? Who will set aside? I would rather that Shashank goes out and gets 10 people to vote rather than sit and document what work and we have a big resource analysis.
Has Mindtree done any partnerships in this? NGOs for this?
we have a
for learning and research.
So, just a couple of sort of concluding thoughts. There was a ton of stuff. The conversations that I heard were rich, intense. This is just the beginning of the conversation, for sure. There are many ways in which to continue it, both online and offline. You all can organize your own camps now that you know how it's done. This is a completely open source methodology. So, a couple of things. Can we just hear from some of you who had some interesting sessions for just a minute, 1 minute or so, on some key takeaways? Maybe no more than 3. I'm going to draw on you again, because this woman is my poster child for excellence in mobile camping. And it was a huge session, lots of interesting people. So kind of 3 big takeaways on the UI for low literate users. Continue, there was I think several sessions that sort of focused on at least one. And then so Look at how this woman does it and model after her. Okay, so my name is Indrani Mehri. I work in the School for Technology for Emerging Markets at Microsoft Research in India. And we were looking for design for user needs. So I think the three takeaways. Well, let me first talk about who the user is in our case. Initially we had we were having a hard time describing the user. Is it like bottom of the pyramid, low income, or is it middle income? But at the end of it, I think what we realized is that a lot of the issues, principles for design that we talked about apply not just to low income users, but also middle of the pyramid users. I think the takeaways are that currently, at least in low income settings, people have low end phones, which just can do text and voice. Text is hard because people often do not read a lot of the USSD applications just to English, which people cannot read. Even if you can read local language, you read isolated words, so it's hard. So is text the best way of doing it or not? With this SMS or USSD, it's hard. Basically, that's what we discussed. When it comes to voice, I think all of us kind of agreed on voice being powerful. And in voice, we talked about how, IVR or interactive voice response system, when you actually call up a phone number and hear voice output, and the way you interact is actually push a button, that's better than spoken dialogue system, which is where the output is voice, the input is also voice. And the reason that is true is because spoken dialogue system, you need speech recognition. India has lots of languages, and from a speech recognition perspective, it's really hard to, cater to all these languages, so IVR works. The best option, I think, from what my colleague Bill has found in his work is that live operator, where you talk to a live human, is the best option. Obviously, for a country like India, where the call center model works, so voice is powerful. So basically, low-end phones which can do text and voice. Voice is powerful than text. And in terms of content, what applications are people interested in? We all agreed on how entertainment is king. People are ready to shell out significant portions of their income to set follow tunes. People are exchanging videos over Bluetooth. And I'm talking about low-income populations such as like cab drivers, security guys. They are spending a lot of money actually downloading these follow tunes and getting these videos of let's say videos which you and I would think are silly. For example, like a baby playing with a snake or Mumba Rumba video, something like that. Exchanging that over Bluetooth. So yeah, entertainment is king. Phones are low end. You can do that. Can do text and voice, but that voice is powerful. I think these are the takeaways and the overall things that if you're interested in doing. I think I'm going over a minute. Okay, so I'll close with that. We discussed a few other things, but I don't have the time. But she will put all of her notes, excellent notes, on the wiki, which is Mobile Tech for Social Change.pbworks. I'll send you the link around, it's in your email. But all of these notes are going to be on the wiki. And if you'd like to email them to me, I will put them up there. Whatever is easiest for you. Other sessions that want to report back. 3 takeaways. Research? How do I research? 1 minute.
Yeah, we had about 8 people in our group. What we said was, since this is a very new area for many activists and for techies, it's very important to document a lot of the lessons that we've learned and to share the research output of these various initiatives. And there seem to be 2 rather separate communities. Techies looking for a problem, was it a classic line, with a solution looking for a problem, sort of, and a lot of NGOs out there who are trying with poking the fingers in different kinds of areas and find out what tech works best for them. So somewhere there should be a meeting down, a dialogue between these 2 various communities, where, for instance, an NGO should be able to ask, does mobile make sense for me to plug into this kind of an information flow? Or what kind of user behaviors can I expect of people in my target community? Or what kind of impact can I expect to see with this kind of a mobile platform? So without getting too much into the GPS versus Bluetooth and all that stuff, very basic questions need to be addressed first before NGOs would like to get into this area. So there needs to be some kind of a mechanism, which is a combination of events like this, as well as online tools, this wiki